How goes it?
Oh, great. I have no idea.
I've been asleep in the car for an hour.
That was a lot of water in a little bit of time. Man, I wish I had waterproof gear. Biscuits and gravy, though. That'll put some hair on your chest in the morning. Made it to Alaska. We're here in Ketchikan. Got everything squared away last night. It was like the stars aligned when they had all fallen apart right before the hunt. So we got a pilot squared away. We're gonna go out and do some glassing right now. Probably pick up a few extra pieces of gear. And we have another day and a half here before we fly up to where we're gonna actually do most of our hunting. Pretty awesome day, pretty excited. Let's go get a goat. Today was our first day on the ground, kind of getting everything geared up, last minute stuff. We had to buy our propane tanks for our jet boils and things here, couldn't fly with those. Got all that taken care of, met in the Fish and Game office, got all of our paperwork done so we're legal to, I had to get locking tags where I'm out of state. We just got everything squared away. Now we're actually just down the road here, a little shooting range they've got. We're gonna fire both of our guns, make sure they're still on, shooting good, that we're all ready to go. And then we're gonna fly out Wednesday morning and we're gonna go back up into the mountains and we're gonna be there camping for about 5 days. And all we need is a really one decent day, good clearing, good visibility to be able to find the goats that we're looking for. From the sounds of it, everybody's kind of got our hopes up. But yeah, we'll fly out and then we'll be up there for 5 days and see what happens.
I don't know where that is, but that's pretty good.
Like, I remember when I was a little kid, I was like 6th or 7th grade, and I'd go over to my friend's grandparents' house and he had a goat mount in his house. And I just kept thinking, that's an unheard of type of hunt. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to ever hunt mountain goats. Like, I just never even crossed my mind. I just thought that was so cool. And I looked up to his grandpa, like, wow, he shot a goat. We're just watching videos of one goat hunt after another. Because we are waiting for the weather to clear. Our plane's supposed to be taking us in tomorrow. We got a couple things to do today, but we're just watching goat hunts, videos like This Is My Alaska, learning about the whole state of Alaska. And can't wait for the weather to clear so we can get out and go do this. But this is pretty exciting to think about. There's a lot of ptarmigan up there, and we didn't have access to a smaller gun, and we don't want to shoot, $1 a piece rounds or more at ptarmigan. So we decided that we're gonna go kill some dinner with a slingshot and some little steelies here. So I can't hit anything close. Let's see if I'm more of a long distance shooter.
Weather's playing us right now, so.
Perfect first shot.
We're gonna kill a ptarmigan. We're gonna kill a ptarmigan. All right, Matt.
That's a good investment.
First shot.
That would have been dinner. That would have been dinner on the table right
Absolutely
there.
would've been.
Let me go fix the can for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounded like it hit hard enough. It'd take a bird. It would at least knock the socks off of them so you can go up and get them.
Yeah, you weren't all getting in one go.
All right. In terms of importance, not the boat.
Okay, do you have any sidearms?
Nope.
Wrist rocket. Just a wrist rocket.
Nice.
We couldn't find a 22 for the ptarmigan.
I've only had that backfire on me one time when I was shooting a bear with it.
So we're just getting ready to hop on the plane right here with Jim. He's going to fly us into a special place. And I hear that the moment we land, we're going to have to be shooing the goats off of the campsite so that we can actually set up tent. Right, Jim?
Yeah, you gotta spread some air around.
Anyhow, hey, we've been waiting for this a long time. We're finally getting ready to go up, use the gear, get some goats. We're going 2 trips. Matt's gonna come up with his gear next. And then yeah, rock and roll. The moment we've all been waiting for, baby. All right, so we got on the plane. We went up, checked everything out, got in there, and the pilot said I gotta do one quick flyby to check for safety. Mainly just checking the wind. And as we're going over, we're seeing goats. We can see where we're gonna camp out. We're super excited. And then he goes, well, boys, we're heading back. The wind's blowing the wrong direction. We can't get you in there right now. And you can't argue with the pilot in that situation, right? So here we are at the Burger Queen in Ketchikan, getting ourselves something to eat for lunch. The winds are supposed to be dying down. Further into the evening we get. So he had a run that he went and took real quick, and then we're just waiting for him to come back. and let us know if it's time to head in there or not. So hopes are up, emotions are up, coming back down, trying to come to reality, and then we'll see what happens. So, all right, round 2. We're going back. We're gonna give it another shot. We're gonna try to do it before it gets dark. Batman in.
Okay. You guys remember the secret briefing from last time?
Yep, I remember everything perfectly.
Okay, sit down, shut up, don't throw up.
Okay.
Did I bring you to the goats or did I bring you to the goats?
Just touched down. There's a billy right out the window, sitting right there. It's like pristine lake here. Holy cow. Holy crap. So if I'm taking a measurement, look at this.
Looks so close to double here.
I've been so nervous and keyed up all day. We were even told twice that we might not be able to fly until Sunday. And it's Wednesday right now. And we flew in this Sunday, so we'd have to wait a whole week to get in here. And then everything just cleared up, and we literally had a couple minutes of daylight, and like pilot did an unbelievable job. Jim got us in here like, weather looks good, I'm dropping in. Took us in, went back, got Matt, came in.
Yeah, he told me it was gonna take a 40-minute round trip, and we think we did both of them in 40 minutes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And that's cool to fly right in and have a goat right in camp.
Oh, he was right here on
Yeah,
this
that's what
tree
he-
line when we came
That was
in.
the first words in his mouth after he got off the radio. He's all, there was a goat in camp when we pulled in there. But there was goats lining. They were just like coming out of the woodwork. He said there was a lot more coming in this time than when you guys came
they're
in.
all coming up and getting up and eating. We're ready to rock and roll tomorrow. I mean, it's going to be raining tomorrow, but it's like 2 hours in the middle of the day open, then it's going to rain for 2 hours, then 2 hours it's going to be open. So as long as the fog stays up like this height, we're golden. If it comes in, we're going to have to do a little bit more. Well, heck, if the goats are this close, it won't really matter. Here we go, baby. This is what we've been waiting for, Matt. I think we're ready. Bags are packed. Gear shuffled around. We got a little water boiling. We're in a nice big tent. We're full of hot air. You can see by all the condensation on the tent. But there are goats literally right outside of our tent, walking around the hills within 200 yards of our tent right now. We are actually doing it, Matt, Branson, the world. We're actually doing a goat hunt. It's going down tomorrow. Getting started, day 1 of being able to hunt. We got a pretty decent game plan to head up and over this ridge behind us. We have a bunch of goats right over here on the cliff across from us, but they're kind of our last case scenario. But it's looking really good. Super excited. There's goats all around us already this morning. So. Finally caved and set up these little covers, and which I've actually never done this before. These are pretty slick. We set these little covers up, and the moment we set them up, the weather broke. The sun came out, and it was beautiful. But that's okay. It gives us a spot to rest and cook some food. But I couldn't sit still, so I jumped up while you guys were making some meals here, and I went about 3-mile loop around the top of this mountain and got all the way out to the far side, just checking everything for goats. And from up there I could see all the goats kind of back behind camp up in another little canyon. They're bedded down up in the rocks, and you could see them all over the place. And then on the way back here to camp, we've seen some nannies and kids right below where we're sitting just come walking across the face and walk off the other side. So, and then we just seen some get up over here. So they're just, for some reason, I think it's warmed up and they're all getting up, stretching their legs, moving around for a little bit. So we're gonna go make a move back above camp and see if we can, I mean, we know there's goats over there. We can see them. So we're gonna head over there and see if we can get one and get eyes on one, see if it's a big billy or not. There's one right here behind these trees. He's a nice one. He looks really, really nice. And then as I'm watching him, another one just popped up right below you. But he's a good looking one. It's only 500 yards away. This one down here is only 250 yards away. But right behind these trees right here is another big goat. And I couldn't get a look at him. He came out and turned out, walked back in and laid down behind these little pine trees while I was watching him. So I was like swooped over here, then he went away, then he stood up and I'm like, look at these horns. Yeah. And he's just been digging like crazy. Just digging. All right, end of day one, and we're goatless. We did have an opportunity, and I was trying to get the camera set up, and Matt was ready to pull the trigger. And I said, hold on one second. And then I went to get the rangefinder out, and a big old wave of fog came in, and that was the end of that. By the time the fog lifted, the goat was at 400 yards and on the edge of a cliff, and we barely had enough time to get back to the tent. So tomorrow, we finally found him though. So I'm anxious to get a really warm chicken Alfredo from Peak Refuel in my tummy right now. Oh my goodness. And then maybe put the cook stove or the actual camp, the fireplace inside the tent. So Branson can have a smile on his face tonight, sleeping in front of a fire.
Oh, we found a dead old nanny, so I figured I'd take a souvenir. Make sure we go home with some part of a goat, seeing as how Brandon wasn't ready when I was. Just saying. Nope, hopefully tomorrow. We got goats we can see from right here in camp, so they're just a long ways away.
I can honestly say it didn't rain as much in the tent as it did outside the tent, but it's very wet in here. So we just need a really, really old, really, really big billy to just come down and say, I want to spend the rest of my life on the wall of a heated house or a cabin because I'm sick of these winters. And we can help him with that. At least it's warm in here. Poked my head outside and all the mountains are covered in snow. And it's down where we're at, it's just sleet and rainy, wet nastiness. So it might be a little bit more challenging to find a goat. At least until that snow melts off. So, and who knows if it will. It's supposed to. It's supposed to be warm and nice Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And but we still have to make it through Friday and Saturday to get to those Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Saturday's not supposed to rain hardly at all, so it shouldn't be too bad. Well, that's what the weather said before I left. I haven't checked it since we've been here. Day 2 is a little different than day 1. It's chilly, snowy, and very cold. Very cold. Might be a mountain goat right there, though. Can't tell. Everything's covered in snow. Wow. This is what we were hoping for. The elements. Gotta have days like this to make the good ones good.
Cheers.
Breakfast of champions, baby.
Yeah.
Day 3 of being up here. Yesterday we didn't even get out of the tents. It was blowing snow sideways. Just nasty, nasty weather, so we had to hunker down all day. Today it's rainy right now, but we know it's gonna break. The weather shows that it's gonna get better, so we're gonna work our way up to our glassing point, and that gives us a vantage point of everything. And we've seen some nice goats up there Thursday. So we're gonna head back up there, and hopefully by the time we get up there, the rain will be breaking. We'll be able to get some good view on everything, kind of check everything out.
Ready, Matt?
Absolutely.
Gonna get you a goat today?
That's the plan. Pilot's in an anxious hurry to get us out of here, so we both need to get goats today. So we can go blacktail hunting. Big old dirty Billy just sitting right down here below us. He looks really good, really nice. This is exactly where we were set up for Matt to shoot one the other night. And the fog just came in and took him away. But this guy's, oh, there's another one right here. Another Billy right here. Two nice Billies right here in the same spot. Let's slip out of here. Let's go get Matt and let's get set up. We could do a 1, 2, 3 shoot. Nah, we won't do it.
You want to shoot a goat?
Oh, is there one there?
No, there's 2.
Get your gun.
They're right where they were when we were there. Just a little bit further down, but they're close together. One's over here, one's right here. And they're just standing there barreling. I can see it through the fog. So I think we'll get over there, get our packs up behind that bush, and just kind of figure out a game plan from there. We're going to have to drop down to get a closer shot. I couldn't get a range on them because of the fog. But I was like, well, there's a Billy. Oh, there's a Billy right there. And they're both just standing up, moving around. One of those walking this way, so.
And we've got a really nice Billy just sitting right down here. Like a really, really nice Billy. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but he looks really good. So we're gonna just look down here. And there's a point that's just right above him, maybe 150, 200 yards right above the Billy. He bedded down. The fog just moved in, so while the fog's here, we're gonna sneak down and get in position so that when that fog lifts, we should be able to get him right out of his bed. He just bedded down, so they like to sit in their beds for quite a while, so I think we got a really good opportunity. Matt and I are just gonna grab our gun cases and head down there. Okay, Matt, whenever you're ready. Don't yell. Great shot. Let me look at this other one really fast. He's not going anywhere. Are you freaking kidding me, Matt? Good shooting. Good shooting, Matt. Are you kidding? Good job. Great job. Now this other one's standing here. Once I can get a good distance through the fog, I can't get the rangefinder to work. I can dump him right there too. That's like a beast of a goat. We just put a killer stock on this goat. We started up top. We're probably 500 yards from him. We went and crawled through this nasty rock, slid down on our butts, and worked all the way around. Got right above him. We even wanted to be on that ridge, and we got even closer than we wanted. We're at 150 yards, and just one shot just dropped him. Got another goat ready to go, so I'm gonna get set up. Fog's looking like it's gonna clear. I'll see if I can get a yardage, and we'll shoot another one. Goes on the trophy wall, baby. 230. Okay, he's at 230 yards, which on this Leupold scope is 2 MOAs. I don't really need to dial, but why not? We got him. I'm zeroed at 100 yards. This should be perfect. He's bedded down. I'm gonna look at him for a second through the scope. If I feel like I need to wait for him to get up, I will. If not, we'll just dump him right where he's at. How you guys feeling? You ready? Yeah, as soon as you tell me to start it. I think you dumped him. Two goats in 10 minutes.
Congratulations, Matt.
Oh, that was...
You sure you don't want to just sit here and enjoy the sunshine for the next couple days? Now that we've endured the rain, the sleet, the storms.
Oh.
Hey.
It might take us 2 days to get them out of there.
Hey, just real fast. We got the older styles and the newer styles. 6.5 PRC, one shot each. He flat out dumped his. And then I shot this, I got the Hornady 6.5 PRC ammo with this Seekins rifle and loophole scope. And one shot, dumped it. Neither of them took a step.
Yep, neither one of them even got back on their feet.
Now we got to go down and see who's got the bragging rights, which I'm leaning pretty heavy towards Matt.
That's all right.
Which is okay.
I gotta have a bigger one than you on something.
That's an 11-inch billy. I got a 10-inch reach. 10.5-inch reach, actually. We should have went look at mine first. Now, when I came over the top of the mountain and seen him, I was like, big Billy. I turned to Branson. We got a big Billy down there. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's a Billy.
Just gotta be sure.
I was a little nervous. Not about that one, just in general. So far our first one was a Billy.
First one's a Billy.
We'll go check on the second one.
And you're still right where you shot him. That's the best part.
Hasn't moved at all. They love this stuff. Look at them all over in here.
Look at this thing.
Oh, big beautiful goat. So I reach just past the tips.
We're probably 10.
You might be.
You got 10.5 according to tape measure at airport.
I'm happy, Matt. 1.5. I think how it goes 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. So he's,
Definitely a mature Billy.
yep, 5.5 years old. Nice goat. Beautiful, beautiful, fluffy.
I couldn't be any more happy because Matt made this happen. He was willing to shoot a little guy with nubs on his head as long as it was a boy. He just said, I want to get a goat today. We put the stock in on one that we knew was a good goat. And then this one stood up while we were stalking it. And he's a good looking goat too. Just like that. We're tagged out.
We got a lot of work to do.
And they're both Billies.
Yep. We'll really be in trouble. Especially when Matt says, honey, we got to mount this whole thing.
There she is.
Hornady, 6.5 PRC. 2 shots, 2 animals. Liking it so far.
Celebratory snack. But I think getting the 2-pack frames, you guys can walk a lot faster than I do.
No, we'll get you going on this.
Take the hides out and hang the meat in the tree and get everything we can get out tonight and make a trip tomorrow and be ready for the aeroplane.
Matt, you just got done saying this, and it really kind of tugged on a string for me, because he was just super grateful that he's like, I couldn't have done this. This is a once in a lifetime trip. I'd have never been able to do this if you guys didn't come and help. But to me, the thing that I wanted to point out is this is one of the main reasons I love to hunt. It has nothing to do with the trophies we got behind us. It has nothing to do with the meat that we get to take home and eat. Those things are great, and those are just, you know, byproducts of a hunt and a successful hunt. But to me, it's the relationships. You just get to go spend time with people in an environment that you normally wouldn't. You get to sit around a campfire, you get to sit in the tent, you get to go through like crazy ups and downs of weather and emotions and conditions and physical fatigue, and you just get to be with people and see who they really are. So to me, that is my favorite part, like one of my favorite part about hunting experiences, by far. I mean, obviously we'd love to have the trophies, and Matt definitely got a nice trophy this trip for sure. But
yeah.
but just being together, to me, I mean, that's a special moment for me. That's really what I cherish. So anyhow, here we are. We're here at camp. We got two amazing
everything's
goats.
Here. All the meat's here. All
Beautiful
the hides
weather.
are here.
Branson's shivering to death right now. Just beautiful time.
Yep.
Couldn't ask for a better experience, and I couldn't ask for better company to do it with. So just super, super grateful right now.
And we got a big shout out to the cameraman who, it didn't matter what we were hiking on, he was always had his camera in his hand and a pack full of whatever. Every time, as soon as the meat got down, he had packs on, he had meat in his pack and still shooting film. Or he had the hide on his pack and he was still shooting film. So that's got to be a huge shout out to Branson, because that is amazing.
Yep, absolutely. Couldn't have done it. It was a great group of guys
without
here.
Everybody.
Yep. If Branson wasn't here, you and I'd still be hiking.
We'd still be making another trip. Yes.
Anyhow.
And I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be doing any filming.
Probably not. You know, a couple things really fast. We're done. We've kind of talked about the whole experience, but things that made it possible. We had companies like 6 a.m. Outdoors that provided our tents and our game bags and these rain flies. And you know, we were able to sit under these rain flies. We threw them out when we were processing the meat and threw the game bags on them. Just made comfort out of a trip that could have been absolutely miserable. And then we've got companies that obviously from the hunting perspective that really made this doable. We had Seekins rifles that got us a sweet gun. Hornady ammunition got us some awesome ammo. The Precision Hunter is what I used on that 6.5 PRC. And then Leupold with the optics, the spotter, the optics on the gun, binos, just made it just awesome. And then from a food perspective, we did not go hungry by any means.
No.
We Peak Refuel sent us with we had some dinners, we had breakfast, we had peach cobbler, we had brownie bites. That actually probably saved my life on the mountain, because I needed something. I hadn't eaten anything, and we were just in a rush trying to get the goats out of there. We give shout outs to all these companies that have helped make this possible. Obviously, we're Rockman, right? We're Rockman waterproof, and we put our gear to the test. It was raining, it was snowing. We hauled out 200 pounds worth of gear on our backs a couple times. Like, we literally tested our stuff. So just, obviously, I'm Rockman, I love it. Rockman Waterproof, that's my company, and we're just a good group of guys, and I love the gear. I'm obviously passionate about it, and this is the perfect environment for Rockman gear. Our pilot that flew us in here, Jim Davis with Family Air
out of 907, I think. Family Air 907.
Family Air out of Ketchikan.
We could only find one guy.
This is the only pilot we could find, and it's been months in the making, and we didn't find him till we landed here. And some lady on the plane hooked me up with him, but the only pilot that was able to take the chance to put us in on this little teeny lake. He had to fly between two mountains.
Teeny horseshoe lake.
Yeah,
so he doesn't even got he doesn't got a long enough runway without making a corner.
Yeah,
so.
he comes through 2 steep mountains to land, and then to take off, he has to come around a horseshoe, get air and turn so his wing doesn't touch the water, and get back up to get lift to get out of here. It's pretty cool to watch these guys that know what they're doing. But he won't mess with bad weather or wind off at all. He's smart. And then I got to give the biggest shout out to Ben Atwood. Ben is the guy here locally that when I called him up, I said, what should I do? I'm looking to put in on a mountain goat hunt. He says, you got to put it on this hunt. And it's the first time I've ever put in on it, so I apologize for that, people that have been putting in on it their whole lives. But Matt and I put in on it together our first time, and we drew, and it's just luck of the draw. Super grateful that it happened. But Ben, He's been putting us up in his house. He's been giving us advice, talking to us how to do it, teaching us how to look for billies. Let us stay with him when we came scouting, and we did a little fishing with him. Just a stand-up guy, really, really good guy. So big shout out to Ben and everything that he's done for us. Guys, thanks again. This was an unbelievable hunt. If you liked everything that you've seen here, follow us on our channels and check out our gear. This is what it's all about right here.